I want to share with you a dirty little secret involving accidents as well as medical malpractice and wrongful death matters here in the state of New York, and it involves going after available insurance. Would you like to learn what this is all about? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. If you suffered an injury as a result of somebody's carelessness, whether a driver, whether it's a doctor or hospital, one of the things when you come into an attorney's office that we have to look for is, what is the available insurance? So let's say you suffer a significant fracture in a car accident, right? And now we determined that the driver of the car had only $25,000 worth of insurance. Your injuries, in all likelihood, when you have a significant fracture and you undergo surgery to correct that problem, are going to be significantly more than the available insurance. It may not be worthwhile for the attorney to actually represent you. Why? Because the maximum amount of money that he may be able to recover is only $25,000. In other words, they go after the insurance. They don't go after the person who caused you harm personally in almost every instance. There are very limited instances where an attorney will actually go after somebody personally and try and go after their personal assets. But this is really a dirty little secret that nobody tells you about. So let's say, for example, that there's $1 million coverage and your injuries are worth $1 million. Then, obviously, the attorney is going to go after that insurance policy, go after and file suit on your behalf, representing you in your accident case. But in an instance where the limits are very small, the maximum that they could try and get you is the limits of the insurance policy, which is why we will always try and determine whether or not there's something called excess insurance, whether there's an additional level of insurance policy that kicks in over and above what the basic minimum policy was. Now, the attorney at the first consultation is not going to know how much available insurance the driver of the car had, or how much the doctor had, or the doctor's practice had. That takes a bit of investigation, and sometimes we cannot even find that information out until after we've started a lawsuit, and then get that information from either the doctor, from the company, or from their attorney. It's always critical to ask the attorney that you're considering going to, how do you know what insurance is available, and how do you know if there's even excess insurance that's going to be able to cover me for my injuries? So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding about what goes on before you actually go forward with a lawsuit. Understanding this dirty little secret, which really isn't a dirty little secret, but it's something that attorneys do in order to evaluate what the available insurance coverage is and whether or not it's worthwhile for them to pursue a claim on your behalf. You know, I recognize you probably have questions of your own about your own particular matter, whether it's an accident case, a med mal case, or even a wrongful death matter. Well, if your matter happened here in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. This is something I do every single day, and I welcome your call. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.